Hello everybody and welcome. Today we're going to be going over the lesson 9.1.2 packet. So hopefully you've got this out. If you're online, you're going to have to click on that link to access it. And so our learning target was finding the triangle sum theorem to find the measure of unknown angles. So through our activities today, we learned that the three angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. And it doesn't matter whether it's a right triangle, an acute triangle, or obtuse triangle, the three angles are always going to add up to 180 degrees. And we saw that when we cut apart the angles and lined them up to create a straight line like we see here. So knowing that, let's go ahead and jump into part A here. It says state if the following set of angle measures could make a triangle. Well, we know that they need to add up to 180 degrees. So let's see if that's the case here in this first example. We've got 86 plus 53 plus 41. So I'm going to show my work over here. See if they add up to 180 degrees. All right, that does add up to 180. So yes, a triangle can be made here, and here's my work over to the side. All right, now we're on to number 2. Got to add these up, see if they equal 180 degrees. Let's see, 70 plus 22, that's going to give me 92, plus 68, that's only going to give me 160. So no, reason being 160 degrees. Go ahead and try this third one on your own, and then we'll talk about it. All right, so let's go ahead and try it out. If we've got 54 plus 97, that's going to give us 151, and then we still have our 29 degrees. And when we add 29 here, it's only going to get us to 180. There we go. So yes, we do have a triangle. Now here for part B, we're going to find the missing angle measure that would make the set a triangle. So here we know that it has to add up to 180 degrees, and we have a missing angle. So you could draw out a diagram here. You could have a right triangle, and you could have the 90-degree angle. You could have your 25-degree angle over here, and then try to figure out what this missing angle measure is here with x. And so here in our equation, we can add up the two sides we know, 90 and 25, to get 115 degrees. And then we're going to have to subtract that from both sides of the equation. That way we'll get x alone. So we subtract 115 from the left side and the right side. And that gives us x equals 65 degrees. So we can write in here for the missing angle, 65 degrees, and then move over to problem 5. Again, we know that this is set equal to 180 degrees. And then we just need to combine the two measurements we know, 43 and 115. And then subtract 158 from both sides to get our missing angle measure alone. So I've got x equals 22 degrees. Go ahead and try that last problem out on your own, problem 6. All right, so again here, set it equal to 180 degrees. Add the two angles together. Here we do 24 plus 68. That's going to give us 92. Subtract 92 from both sides of the equation. Then we're going to find out what x equals. X here would equal 88 degrees. Hopefully you got the same thing that I did. Now that we've gone through the first two parts, it's going to get a little bit more challenging, But again, if we write out an equation like we did for those first two parts, we're going to be fine. So we've got our three angles here, A, B, and C. And if we write out the equation, it's going to be the angle A plus angle B plus the measure of angle C to add up to 180 degrees. And now I can just fill in the parts that I know with what I see here in the picture. So the measure of angle A is 38 degrees. The measure of angle B is unknown, so we put in X. The measure of angle C is the unknown number plus 2. So notice that X is going to be the same in both of those two parts for both B and C. And here we're going to set it equal to 180. So now we can combine like terms from here. I've got 38 and 2. So let's go ahead and combine 38 and 2, and that's going to give us 40. And then we can combine our two x's together to get 2x. And it's still going to be set equal to 180. And then from here, we want to get 2x by itself first. So we're going to subtract 40 from both sides to isolate the 2x. That gives us 2x equals 140 degrees. Now our final step here, how do we undo that multiplication of x multiplied by 2? What's the opposite of multiplying by 2? Well, we can divide by 2. So here we go. Divide both sides by 2, and we have x alone on this side equals 70 degrees. And we can go ahead and substitute this back in to see if we solve that correctly. So if we put 70 degrees up here, we've got 38 plus 70 to get 118 plus 70 plus 2, which would give us 72. And that does, in fact, give us 180 degrees. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the workshop. These problems are for you to complete part A, part B, and part C. Make sure we write an equation for each of them to help you out. And once you submit this packet, you'll move on to the 2 review and preview questions, and you'll be all good to go. All right, thank you so much.